Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode we took down the mad shell of Maerwald and took over Caednua as the new master. So we have some new construction going on in order to advance to the next area. And we also have the main keep in progression, or under construction. Actually, did we? Yeah, the Eastern Barbican has been finished, so we could potentially just head out there. And we should do that just to unlock the next mission. What's that? Does that mean he wants to talk? Oh, and so does he.
Reach a scholar lot.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Let's start with the deer.
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him.
Nah, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. It's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
Well, if you were gonna ask him anyway, you might as well tell me now.
Alright, guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden, about how he'd turned against us and fought for Widewind, been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. Hearing claims that he died fighting for Rayed Saris, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Widewind had in store, but if he really was Aethys, I thought, maybe this old Watcher would know how my brother died, so I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Why didn't you ask me? Because I'm a newbie? Because he doesn't know me, alright.
Of course I knew the truth deep down. Watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with Watchers. I should be starting with records. It took you 15 years to figure that out? Never occurred to me to go looking into it. Not till you put some crazy notions about Watchers in my head. If there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiant Bay. They've got an archive at the palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Well, take a look at it. I have a feeling Kana is going to talk about wanting to explore the Endless Path, the dungeon beneath Caednua, for his, book. Let's go.
Poor Maerwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
I don't think knowledge was the problem. He said that if I can find out what caused this, it might help me. That is true. And there is no such thing as in my experience as too much knowledge. Come, we'll find our answers. And mine, I hope. That was very short. Looks like Alof has something to talk about too. Alof seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Are you alright?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately. And if Maerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
I don't want to call him well, he did have some points, even though he was crazy. My situation is more dire than I realized. We've got to find this leaden key and fast.
That does seem like the logical course of action. I shall follow your lead.
Let's move on then. I really like that they have this icon to signify when they want to talk. That's really nice. So I don't have to like do guesswork. What are we gonna unlock here? The wood end plains, no? Oh yeah, it is unlocked. But I think we want to head back to Gilded Vale, because first of all I need to rest up at the tavern, and I also need to tell the blacksmith about the shipment we found, ambushed by those bandits in Black Meadows?
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
Yes, and we also need to stock up on camping supplies. I think that's a smithy right there. Let's start with him. And we might want to sell off a lot of our stuff too for copper, so we can upgrade Caed Nua even further once the main hall has been constructed. Tautanu!
Traveler.
I found that shipment you were waiting for. Tautanu reaches out to take the crate, raising it effortlessly over the counter. His face splits in a broad smile. Why, so you have! That is excellent news! We can finally get to work and show you real black hammer quality. None of these flimsy little swords. Whee, we got more reputation. Here, I'll give you a taste. Might not have had much in the way of materials to work with, but it's still black hammer craftsmanship. You go on and take that. A wooden shield. And here, some coins for your trouble too. Did you find anyone with the wagon? Bandits overtook it. I doubt your people survived. He shakes his head, running a hand over his bald pate. Poor fools. Always told them they ought to hire some guards instead of palming the extra coins. I'll have to hire on more hands. Don't suppose you want to settle in Gilded Vale, try some delivery work? I don't think so. I think I'm meant for greater adventures. You have my thanks for your assistance, friend. Give me some time to work the forge, and you'll have your pick of the next run of weapons. Awesome! Let's check out this shield we got first. A larder shield. Properties bashing +2. Grants bash. Also, is that a new ability we've just unlocked? It got more deflection and less accuracy. I don't like the accuracy hit, but I guess that's to be expected from equipping a large shield.
Greetings.
Do you have any new items I want? Ooh, hello. You got some new stuff. Is there anything we want? A warhammer? An outworn buckler? Ooh, hello. Some nice new heavy armor. He's got a lot of stuff all of a sudden. There's no way he just did this. A bronze horn figurine. Summon an animat. What the hell is an animat? I can't afford it either way. I wonder if we should buy some of these just to have it available. Certain types of container. Yeah, let's pick one of those and one of those. Yeah. And we'll sell off pretty much all of this crap. So I can get some money back. I'm not sure I want to get rid of the scrawled leather. We might want to use that for crafting. But I will get rid of these. And that. Yeah, that should be good. Does this mean he is paying me 121? I think so. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna clear out my stash later on as well, but I'll do that off camera. Also, I figured out, or I got a comment about these guys. Basically, if they are colored like this, that means they are a backer thingy. So these stories here are things that backers put in the game. That is a neat thing, so you can probably ignore those from now on. And I think we are heading over to the tavern next to get some rest, because Deer is in bad shape. What the hell is this? Is that the assassins that are after Kana? Hold, madam, but a moment. He appears to be favoring his left knee. Oh, he's been injured. I imagine Tautanu was very grateful for the return of his supplies. He's a good smith, a good man at that. Beholden to a cruel master, but a good man. Gilded Vale is full of such people. People who deserve better than to watch their home descend into fear and madness. I am to save them, and I would ask your help in doing so. Who are you? Only a man determined to see Gilded Vale restored to its former glory. There was a time, stranger, when Gilded Vale was worthy of its name. The wheat shone like gold on the hills, and the village's people lived well. I don't know about the golden crops, but there were less flies anyway. And no hanging tree. And what has become of it now? Whatever has caused the blight upon our lands, it is not the fault of its people. Raedric looks to punish us for crimes we have not committed, and in turn he is blind to his own. I am not, and he will pay for what he has done. I, Kolsc, swear it by the flame. Wait, haven't we heard that name before? Like many tyrants, he has surrounded himself with stronger men and women for fear of retribution. And so you are warned. If you would press on despite that, however, I wonder if we might not help one another. What does he want me to do? He nods. It is a grim task that I ask of you, but I assure you there is no other option. Lord Raedric must be stopped. Too long has Gilded Vale suffered under Raedric's madness. He would cure Waidwen's legacy by ensuring there are none alive in this village to be afflicted. I fear his own wife, Ygritte, may be at risk. The man has no mercy in him. We have not stood idle. My people and I breached the defenses, intent on ending Raedric's rule ourselves. We entered through the sewers under cover of night, but we were routed. There are dark creatures down there in the dungeons, the work of Raedric's Animancer. It falls to you. Lord Raedric has called for further reinforcements, and soon there will be no stopping him. Our time grows short, and in this hour I must beg assistance where I can. He's going to owe us more than some rubble-strewn plot of land after this. Fling him from the ramparts, or else cut his head from his shoulders, I care not. Once his throne lies empty, Gilded Vale will have the stewardship it deserves. What? This is a really binary decision to make before I even met Raedric. I will deal with him, but I can't promise I will kill him. Then I commend you on your courage and thank you for your assistance, but I would not send you onward without due warning. Raedric's hold is crawling with soldiers and sellswords, all loyal to Raedric. They will not take kindly to intruders. In truth, they will be all the more alert for our failed efforts. A frontal assault would be unwise. If you would brave it, you could follow our steps and seek out the entrance to the sewers at the eastern edge of the moat. But several of my men were captured. It may be the entrance has been found and sealed anew. Those men were under my command. I would be in your debt if you found some means of helping them. Once you make it inside, seek out my old friend Nedmar. He's the high priest, Baratheon now that the shining god is fallen. A good man in difficult circumstances. He will listen to reason. Shining god. He never shone so brightly as when the bomb took him. What? The moniker is obsolete now. Ash does not shine. It's like if someone was to call you the attractive priest, Durance. Ha! Nedmar can help you reach Raedric, but he resides in the upper level of Raedric's hold, protected by guards and mercenaries. You'll have to keep to the shadows if you mean to reach him without alarming the entire keep. Thank you for the advice. I will make good use of it. I consider it a blessing from the gods that I have found someone that understands honor and duty. Raedric's hold lies east of the eastern wood, not far to the east. May Magran bring you victory, friend. I wish you luck. Oh, he invoked Magran? Durance gotta like that. But I'm pretty sure we have heard the name Kolsc before. Was it from this one? Yeah, Kolsk's men made south after their escape. Huh. So wonder if these are... You remember these were the paladins that attacked us? In, what was it? Magran's Fork, I think? Or Black Meadow. Magran's Fork, I think. Either way, they were bad people. Now, over to the tavern for some well-deserved rest and some stocking up of supplies. I wonder if we have any more quests done? No. Well, we haven't checked out the temple yet, because we were too weak last time. We might have a better chance now that we know what we're doing a bit better. You!
Good day
Fetch me
to
my
you.
room. I want to use Labor's Rest. Thank you. Idir is back to normal. And his wound has been healed. That's great.
Gods keep you.
So you have to rest to get rid of that. We also want 3 camping supplies. I'll keep 1 just in case we find any on the road. Actually, screw that. I'll take all of them. And we'll sell some stuff in order to make up the difference. Maybe we can sell all this crap. As long as it's not magical, I think we can sell it. Pretty much. Yeah, sell all that. Done. And she ended up paying me for the privilege of her giving me the camping supplies. That's just what I like to see. Alright, so we should be... should we go into the temple? Yeah, let's do a quick recon down in the temple. I think there were a lot of spiders in there when we were last there. But we faced a few of them over at Kaidnua. So we should be strong enough to deal with those. Especially now that we have a bigger party. More options in the combat. I also saw a comment that I haven't really been using these. I always thought they were automatically being used because they were glowing like this.
Hey,
But I guess not. Do I have to talk to you again?
gods keep you.
No. Alright, I'm still exploring. Let's try it. He wants us to find his fallen brothers and clear out the monsters in this area. And if I remember correctly, there were a lot of spideys in this area. Right? We may have cleared this room, but there were more over here. We might want to check out the other options before we power through. Looks like some sort of barracks with one single ivory spiderling. Should not be a problem for me. Let's check it for traps. All the containers. Nothing. Oh, and there it is, the camping supply. Where can I put that in? Initiates notes. Visitors to the ritual floor. Rectrix Obrica says redemption for the... Whatever. We'll take it. So remember, there's a camping supply in there. If we have to use a camping supply, we have to come back and pick that up. Whew. Right, I'm excited to check out this small, it seems pretty small, dungeon. Clear out it for the monsters. And make it safe once more for the people of Gilded Vale. However, that is going to be a tale for another day. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.